Hey guys, welcome back. I'm in a different area of my home again, but fingers crossed I will have my podcast studio set up tomorrow and I will no longer be in random rooms in my home. Super excited. Okay, let's kick this off with the fact that Kanye West got kicked off of Twitter because he was posting personal information of a journalist, her name, her phone number, her address. And then he peed, urinated on his Grammy, whatever. Okay, so the man who said he could not be stopped was stopped. He was removed from Twitter. Thank goodness. All right, and I would also like to point out that I would still vote for Kanye over Biden. Definitely not over Trump, but I would vote for him before I voted for Joe Biden, and that's really saying something. Now, on to other news. So David Ware, this is the man who shot two Tulsa police officers during a routine traffic stop. And I tell you what, he actually killed the sergeant and injured the other police officer. Now, there was controversy surrounding the video of the events based off of the police body cam, and the judge first said not to release footage to the public. Now, it's many people's belief that the judge did not want to release the footage to the public for the fact that the defense attorney could turn around and then say, oh, the jury pool's tainted, we need to move it. But anyway, who knows? It was released. If you are interested in seeing footage of the traffic stop and the fatal shooting of the police officers, I do have an unedited version of it on my Facebook page. It does not have any anti-police propaganda. If that's something that you want to see, I highly recommend looking at it. So he will actually be tried for the death penalty. Yes. Okay. I'm for it. All right. Now, another thing is that Tulsa, I'm sorry, I just want to get this right. Tulsa had its 59th homicide victim in Tulsa today. I said Tulsa like 3 times. Whatever. Okay. This was at the Edenwood apartment. So the woman who was arrested, her and I believe at least one, maybe 2 accomplices went in to rob a gentleman in the apartment complex. And while one of her accomplices was waving his gun around, she shot and killed him and then turned around and shot the man that they were robbing. I guess she was going to make away with the money. I'm not sure, but she was arrested and detained at the Tulsa Police Department. You can go check out her mugshot. I can try to show you on my phone. How ghetto, right? Okay, here we go. You see that? Let's see. That's as good as it's getting, folks. Okay, moving on. Sorry about this. Okay, Laura, Jesse's wife in Full House, she is going to serve 2 months in prison for, now remember, she bribed the college to let her daughter in, and so she's getting 2 months in prison of her choice, which, you know what, with all this shit going on, okay, boo-hoo, she bribed the college. They took the fucking money. Hello. So I think 2 months in a prison of her choice is fair, whatever. And other kind of celebrity-ish news, I would like to mention that Britney Spears has gone off her damn rocker. Go look at her Instagram page. I don't even know if she has a Facebook page, but, you know, there's this whole, like, hashtag Free Britney thing, and I'm seriously... She's either been kidnapped by the weirdest fucking people ever or just has the shittiest PR team. Like, I think her PR is probably like her Aunt Betty or something. It's ridiculous. She's wearing the same shirt for months. I don't know who's buying her clothes. But seriously, go check it out. Dozens of pictures of her wearing like the same shirt for weeks. It's ridiculous. Okay, you guys let me know if you think that she's being held captive or you think she's just wearing the same shirts of her own free will. I don't know. Okay, so I also want to pull some data from the Oklahoma News 4. Pointed out that a lot of the child trafficking news that's going around, these are not children that are just taken off the streets and tormented by strangers. A lot of child exploitation that's taken place is actually done by a family member or somebody who knows the child and is familiar with the child. So it's not always stolen children. I mean, you really need to be vigilant about all children and their safety and that they're in a loving, safe home, because not all the footage that's out there, or even children being sold, is necessarily being done by strangers. So please be aware. The only people that can help children are us, are the adults, are the caretakers of the children. So seriously, I just wanted to point that out, that child exploitation and sex trafficking is not something that's only done cross country and around the world by strangers. This is something that many people participate in with their own children. So please be vigilant of all the children and people around you. Stop worrying about if Betty Sue gives her kids like 2 fucking cups of sugar, and worry about the love and support and safety of our neighbors and friends and children. Anyway. Okay, Matt, stop texting me. He's texting me right now. Blah. Okay, as we know, Supreme Court Justice passed away at 87. I am totally wanting to pull up the screenshots I took to not mess this up. Okay. So, the U.S. Supreme Court Justice with Ruth Bader Ginsburg died. I did not know who she was before. I have never really been super in tune with political things up until like the last year or so. So, I didn't even know this was a thing. She was apparently a huge feminist icon, which I did not know. And let's get into it. So she became the champion of a left-leaning political causes and a hero of young feminists due in part to her fierce court opinions. In recent years, she gained a particular cult following through the prolific Notorious RGB t-shirts. So she led her class in Columbia Law School, graduated in the 1950s. She's from Brooklyn, New York, and she totally battled gender discrimination through her early career and served as a lawyer for the American Civil Liberties Union. She joined the Supreme Court in 1993, during the Clinton administration, becoming the second woman to do so. That is who she is. Now, as we know, there needs to be a nominee to take her place, and whether the nomination is going to take before or after the presidential election. Now, President Trump says the nominee to replace the late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg would likely be a woman, and that he told reporters before he got on his Air Force One that he had a short list of nominees and the choice of a woman would certainly be appropriate. When he asked whether the vote should be before or after the election, of course he said before would be good, and I totally agree. And not to mention that it would be great if the Republicans could fill the vacancy on the Supreme Court. And let's not forget, everyone's been talking about it. Joe Biden totally pushed for the Democrats to freaking get that nomination of the Supreme Court Justice during the Bill Clinton administration before the election. So eat that, okay? Whew. See, that's why I have my notes. I did not want to mess that story up or give any false information. So yeah, and I'm going to post where I got that source from, by the way, just so it's a Fox News source. One of them is, and the other one's not. I'm going to post that in my video links below. But anyway, guys, so let me know what you guys think about all this stuff. Who are you voting for? What's your opinions? Try and sway me. Try and persuade me. Don't fight with me if you have an opinion. Hey, it's valid. I'll hear it. But dang, you gotta, don't fight with me. Okay? Be nice. Come with information. That's all you need, right? A quick question I have for some families is, when you guys plan dinner time, do you plan what time you're going to cook at every night, or do you plan my family's going to eat at this time every night? So whether that means I have to start cooking at 4:30, 5, 6, whatever. Which time do you guys go by? Okay, and then just so you guys know, Storytime Slayer, my podcast, Storytime, will be dropping Monday mornings from now on, and I'm super excited. I have a really good, pretty new case, this one. I mean, it's only about a year old. So yeah, really exciting. He just got through sentencing like last month. Woohoo! Yeah, so tune into that tomorrow, and I will be having a Halloween giveaway soon. So all right, guys, have a good day. Have the good rest of your weekend. See ya.